What I love about keyword research is the ability to find niches of information that no one else is using. Maybe it's because we're still early in this market of online marketing, but many times you can find an area that much of your competitors are simply assuming they're doing right. But with the proper amount of data, you can make the right decision. Let's go back to looking at our competitive assessment of Napa Valley Wine Tour versus Napa Valley Wine Tours. The singular version has 3 million competitors. The plural version has less than 1 million competitors. When we go out and we look at our tool sets, the Moz keyword shows that there's a difficulty level of about 57%, but it shows that the majority of searches are for the plural version. Raven SEO says about the same thing. The plural version receives the most amount of searches as compared to the singular version. Now let's go and add one more dimension, and that's in Google Trends. Now Google Trends is interesting because it not only shows you which keywords are searched on the most, but it allows you to look in relation to other terms, and it allows you to look at that third dimension of time. That over time, what are the trends that this keyword experiences? And so from here, we can see that Napa Wine Tours receives the most amount of searches, but the two phrases we're looking at more specifically, Napa Valley Wine Tours and Napa Valley Wine Tour, singular. We can see that Wine Tours, plural, receives more searches throughout history than Napa Valley Wine Tour. We take this data, and what I'll do is create a simple spreadsheet so that I can compare and contrast. So my Napa Wine Tour, that's my broad term. As you can see, there are over 4 million, almost 5 million search results for Napa Wine Tour. However, that's a term that on average maybe receives 600 searches a month. So that phrase is very low on my priority list. Not a lot of searches and a lot of competition. Next, as you can see in the Napa Valley Wine Tour, singular, there are over 3 million competitive websites, but only about 700 searches a month. Again, low priority, not a lot of searches, too much competition. Then I start seeing the sweet spot. The sweet spot is when I have thousands of searches in a month and less than 1 million search results. Right there jumps out to me a perfect opportunity. When I see something like this, that makes me excited because it's less than 1 million in competition and more than 6,000 in searches. It might be rare to see that, but when you do, it's something to grab a hold of. Now, a lesser priority, and it's still pretty good, is that Napa Wine Tours has over 3,000 searches and a little over 1 million search results. Still pretty good, and I'd be just as excited if that were the only option. But from this, I found the two options that I want to focus on because there's a great amount of opportunity and a lot less competition compared to the broader terms.